Hello, everyone. So, this is David again in this What is SEO and How It Works course. So, I pretty much set up the entire blog post that we've been working on. So, if you're catching this in the middle, we're setting up a What is SEO and How It Works step by step beginner's guide blog post. So, that is the main keyword. All right, earlier, before we set up. And let me delete that. Where is it? So before we went through, just to show you how keyword research is basically done. Like if you have a shoestring budget, or you can't get any software like SEMrush or Moz or anything like that, just go to Google, all right, and put in your primary keyword that you want to use. So this keyword is 12 words long, as you can see. So when I put that in, and we had different variations from the first video, I started with that and showed you all the variations of what is SEO and how it works, which basically shows, as you can see, all the same primary keywords with those extension type of secondary keywords. Meaning, they're all the same in the beginning, what is SEO and how it works. But when I do step-by-step buyer's guide right there, all right, I'm going to type that in if I can. Yeah, it won't let me click on it because I have the the drawing on the screen in there. So when I put that in, I get all these secondary keywords. So it's showing 8 secondary keywords to this one primary. And of course, you can use different variations. Like I could have gone to the last screen and used other variations of what is SEO and how it works, PDF, right? I could have used other ones like that too. So, like I said, grab about 10, I would say 10 total keywords for every 1,000 words that you're writing. And I know this blog post was about 2,000 words, right? So I could legitimately use 20 keywords within this entire blog post if I wanted to, right? So you can see there's one there, and sorry about that. So there's one there. Okay. Obviously, right, and you can find another good tip would be to, like, you could bold some keywords like that. I could bold, right? I got the list and I put out the entire list. So I just put SEO tip there because of the context of that particular header. But you can bold all your keywords as well if you want. And a good thing to do, a good tip, is to also use your keywords as links. You can also put links in them, all right, and use them that way to link to other articles, for example, that are related. So in the future, when I have more SEO articles, I can link to those articles, which is basically you're interlinking your website, which is a good thing to do for SEO as well. When you have those, you might have a website that's 20 years old or something, right? And you've got like a couple hundred articles. Well, you definitely want to interlink those ones that are related throughout the entire website, okay? Because that Google likes to see the navigation ability of a website to be good, okay? So as you can see, I got the step-by-step, 9 steps there. And I also put a links here to the social media links for IG. And you can see I put these secondary keywords list right here that I took from the Google search, right? So I didn't use SEMrush or anything. Step by step. So in certain steps there might be keywords in it, but basically this talks about long tail keywords as well. and the platforms we're using. So the long tail keywords, basically a long tail keyword is something that is 4 words or more. So this being 12 words would definitely be considered long tail. That's how I named long tail scorpion, because I lived in Arizona, and long tail is a very popular word in marketing, content marketing, and SEO. So you can see here, all these would be considered long tail. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 out of the 8. SEO marketing, SEO Google, I'm not using that as a secondary, nor am I using SEO marketing necessarily. But the other ones I'm using, and then I can also add. So if I want to go back to here and just add something else that's in here, like what is SEO and how it works, right, in digital marketing, I could use that. That would be a good one. This would be a good one because it has the word YouTube. Small businesses would be a good one, right? With examples also would be a good one. So I could add these few in the list in digital marketing, YouTube, and for small businesses, right? So I can just go back here, find my keyword list that I had, right? And I got to take this off the pointer scenario, but I'll add those in later. And then what you want to do is obviously view how it looks, as I mentioned, in on a computer. So that way everything looks good, right? You want the aesthetic, you want the readability to be good. You definitely want to read it over. Make sure the font colors are the same. As you can see here, I got to change this, right? So this block font color is black, and this one's gray. It's like a medium or dark gray, whatever you want to call it. So I got to change that to black. And then if you're in system.io, this button here, that arrow will open in a new tab so you can view the article. Okay, so that way when I click on that, it's going to open in a new tab and show the actual article in a like preview, right? So you can't see, you can obviously see this banner here. Excuse me. It says it's in preview mode, and then above it in the URL bar, it has the full URL path, long tail scorpion / what SEO, how works, beginner's guide, and then it's got the question mark preview equals letters and numbers. So it has the preview link. So you can close that if you want, and then you can see here I've got all these links here. I got to change appropriately, right? But you can see here it is October 21st, 2025 still, as I'm finishing up this course for what is SEO and how it works. And this is how it actually would look on your laptop, right? If you went to Longtail Scorpion and found this blog post, right? It's nice. It looks good. You want to separate the lines as much as you can. Put a line space between each sentence or two. Yeah, you can have paragraphs obviously if you want. It just kind of depends on what type of blog it is. Some certain niches or blogs might prefer paragraphs more than like marketing. This is a marketing website, right? It's has marketing courses on it, so I kind of separate them as much as I can. It just goes to readability, right? You want to make it readable, easy to read, quick, right? Yeah, this is 2,000 words long, but it's still an easy read, so somebody could easily go to it and scan it, right? A lot of people scan articles rather than read everything, especially if it's long. So they can see these headers and say, oh yeah, I want to know what's going on with technical SEO, or how do I optimize for search intent, right? And all that. Off-page SEO, if you didn't know, is backlinking. So that's where you would basically, right? So if you create this article, right? And then I have YouTube videos on it. You always want to make a YouTube video on your blog posts, right? Use the same content. For example, to make it really, really simple, I could create a video and just read the article, right? Just kind of, that would be like the script and say, okay, step one, step two, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not going to do that. That's, I don't need to necessarily do that. You could do it as far as like a course, if you have the information, and you want, you can do one video per step, right? I could do a full video here on this front section, and then go to step two, right? Step three, as you can see here, I got to change that header, right? I got to do what I did before and cut this text out, put this in a new text box so that I can create a header in the middle of these two text areas. So I got to do that. All right, but as you can see, the article looks good. And then I did a summary, key takeaways at the end. So bullet points are a great thing to utilize, beginning, middle, end, whatever the case. Just try to put bullet points within an article because it breaks everything down pretty easily for people. If they want a summary or key takeaways like this, you can see I put SEO guide for beginners as one of the keywords in this header, right? Perfect example of utilizing secondary keywords. So I'm going to go through this article again. I'll create maybe another video or two on this series, on this course. So I hope that helped, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.